All right, fellas, today's video is gonna be all for the fellas. It's gonna be about the guys, and it might just sting a little bit, but stay with me until the end of the video. Today, we're gonna discuss how modern men have the game completely backwards. Listen to me. What you have most likely been trying to do in your relationships is trying to control a woman. But like I said in a previous video, bro, women aren't something to be controlled. Women are someone to be led. And once you understand this difference, you're gonna realize why your past relationships just have not been working and why your future relationships will work. First off, before we hop into that, I just want to let you all know that my name is Timothy and this is the Timothy Speaks YouTube channel, where I give you advice and tell you about my personal experiences as a man on this earth. Let you know that as a man, your feelings are indeed valid, brother. And if you have no one else to speak to, you can speak to me. Let's jump right into this. The first thing that I want to point out is that control comes from insecurities, whereas leadership comes from stability. Stay with me now. You got to realize that as a man, bro, controlling her is an insecurity. It stems from fear. So when you do things like tell her, oh, don't wear this, don't text that guy, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, it's all because you are afraid to lose her. You are afraid of what is going to happen if that does happen. And at the end of the day, my dog, women are going to pick up on this energy. They are going to feel it. Women are very quick to call the minor things insecurities. So what do you think is going to happen when something this major when something this major is being pointed out? It can be seen, it can be felt, that energy is being transferred. Brother, you will be looked at as a weak man. But let me explain something. What you have to realize, bro, is that as a leader, you have to treat her somewhat similar to how a manager would treat an employee. You have to be her superior. You have to internalize this thought that if she wants to be here, then she will be here. If she wants to act accordingly, then she will act accordingly. And just like a manager with their employees, if she is not acting accordingly, if she does not want to be their brother, you have to fire her, aka get rid of her, my dog. The second point I want to get at is that you have probably set limitations on this woman when that is just simply not the thing to do. As a real man, as a leader, bro, you have to realize that you have to set standards. You don't have to limit her. You don't have to control her. You just simply have to have standards. These are my do's. These are my don'ts. And if she is doing the don'ts, brother, just like I just said before, get rid of her. It is a big world out there, and there are plenty of women who will absolutely follow your lead. They will absolutely follow your standards. But if she is not following your standards, don't fight it. Don't stress. Don't crash out. Trust me, I've done this many times. But anytime I've dealt with a woman where I said, hey, don't do this, and then she did this, and then I walked away, brother, one, that brings you so much peace. That brings you so much joy. It brings you fulfillment. But two, 9 times out of 10, when you walk away because she's misbehaving or whatever the case may be, she's probably going to start acting accordingly because she now sees like, oh, wow, he's actually serious about this. You got to understand that a lot of women deal with men who don't set standards. They try to set limitations, but they don't have standards. So she may not even be accustomed to being with a man that has standards. Give her some grace, just a smidge though. Just a smidge. Give her a little grace, my dog. Let her learn you. Let her learn to adjust and accommodate to your wants and your needs. Don't crash out off the first offense. Maybe the second offense. Probably 3 strikes. You know what I'm saying? Just give her a little grace, bro. You got to understand that as a man, that when you do something wrong, she's going to feel away. She's going to bring it to your attention. And you probably didn't even think what you did was wrong. So all you could do as a man is hope that she gives you a little grace. What I like to call it is stupid space. Anytime I start talking to a woman, I let her know in advance, hey, you're going to have to give me a little stupid space because I'm learning you. I have to figure out what it is you do like and don't like, because you can sit and have a conversation like, hey, you know, what are some things you accept? What are some things? But then there's the miscellaneous actions that she didn't bring up in conversation that you will have to learn down the line. Same with her, bro. She's still learning you. So have standards, but allow her to do what she wants to do. Just sit back and observe. Just like I said in the previous video, just fall back and let her do what she is going to do. And if you set a standard, if you say these are my do's and don'ts, and she accommodates, cool. Let that girl, bro, tickle her toes, whatever you want to do. But if she doesn't accommodate, walk away. And hopefully, if she understands, she will begin to act accordingly. And if not, brother, go on to the next. The third point I want to bring up is that control is about having power over her, whereas leadership is about having power over yourself. Hold on, I got to lean in for this one. Have you ever noticed that the men who try to control women the most are the men who have the least amount of control in their lives? They're not controlling their emotions, their habits, their routine, their financial discipline. They have no control over anything. They don't even go to the gym, which is the easiest way to start building control and discipline in a man's life, bro. Get to the gym. Sidebar. I don't even know why I threw that in there. But whatever the case, what you have to realize as a man, bro, is that you can't lead a woman if you cannot lead yourself. A common issue that I'm seeing in our generation of men is that you want a woman to listen to you simply because you got some swinging between your legs, and my dog, that's just simply not the case. That doesn't make you a man. That doesn't make you masculine. What you have to realize is that you need control over your own life, brother. Look at your bank account. When you look in the mirror and you see your body, are you proud of what you see? Do you have a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 20-year plan? Do you have a program for her to follow? Bro, what you have to realize is that a woman is going to sit back and observe every little thing you do. She is going to put on her futuristic goggles and see if you are the kind of man who will be able to provide for her in the future. If you are the kind of man who does not have a plan, who does not have goals and ambition, why do you expect her to follow you? Where are you going to lead her, brother? Where? Where are you going to take her? You literally don't even know where you are going. I know a lot of my videos are about the women and, how you can, how you should behave with women and da-da-da-da-da. But brother, at the end of the day, I need you to be in control of yourself. I need you to rule your own life. I need you to have a 5, 10, 20-year plan. I can go get my binders right now, brother. I didn't feel like digging through my bin over there, but I got literally binders of every time I have an idea, bro, I create a 5 to 20-year plan for that idea. I don't care if the idea is to sell ice cream. I'm going to create a 5 to 10 to 20-year business plan on how to sell ice cream because that's how I like it, bro. I don't like to be surprised. I don't like to sit around and wonder what it is I'm going to do next, bro. You have to plan things out. And then if you want a woman to follow you, if you want her to follow your lead, brother, you have to be the kind of man who has these things in check. You cannot be upset that she doesn't want to submit to you. You cannot be upset that she doesn't listen to you, that she doesn't cook and clean for you, because you are not the kind of man that deserves that kind of attention, that deserves that kind of affection, brother. I got to keep it real with y'all, bro. We can't sit around and just talk about women all day long. I'm not going to cap. There has to be a point where you look in the mirror and decide, are you even the kind of man that a woman should listen to? Are you the kind of man that a woman should be attracted to? And if the answer is no, my dog, please lock in. I almost want to cuss on this video, bro. Y'all lucky I'm keeping it PG. But sometimes, bro, you got to use certain words to get certain points across. But I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I could go on and on about this point right here, brother. I can go on and on and on. You have to have leadership over yourself before you can lead anyone else. If you do not have that in check, brother, you will inevitably fail every single time with a woman. Next point. The next thing I want to talk about is that women follow direction, bro, not dominance. I'm going to tell you something that probably no one has ever told you, bro. Or maybe you have heard it. I don't really care. Let me tell you this, bro. Women naturally want to follow masculine leadership. It is like that across the board in any dominion of any species. But what you have to realize is that leadership isn't yelling, it isn't controlling, it isn't arguing, it isn't setting limitations, it is none of the above. At the end of the day, bro, true leadership is simply knowing who you are, what it is you want in life, and inviting her to walk with you. That's all this is. I could have wrapped this entire video up in that one statement. If I sit and I say, I know who I am, I know where I want to go, and if a woman comes into my life, she's more than welcome to walk with me, boom, you got it, bro. If nothing else in this video hit, if you took notes on nothing thus far, Write that down. That is the most important point. The very last thing that I said, if she wants to walk that journey with you, she is more than welcome to come. Write that down. Get it tatted on your chest, bro. I'm telling you. Because if she doesn't want to walk the journey, if she doesn't want to walk with you, she doesn't want to be a part of it, guess what? You still have a journey to go on. You still have a path to walk down. But the problem with a lot of you men is that you have no destination, bro. You have nowhere to go. So you sit and you try to fill that void because this is at the end of the day, bro, this is a man's life. A man's life is a journey. It is a path. You are supposed to wake up and have a destination to go to. But if you don't, it's going to create a void in your heart, in your soul, your spirit. You're going to be lost. So what most men tend to do, and I'm speaking from experience, bro, what most men tend to do is that they try to find that fulfillment in a woman. But as your insecurities are going to show, the lack of leadership is going to show. You're going to start to control her because you don't have control over your own life. I've done this, brother. I'm not just saying this because I'm telling you this because I've done it. And you could tell from the energy in my voice how serious this is, bro. Because we're not talking about women. I'm talking about you, I'm talking about you, bucko. Talking about you, big dog. I'm talking about all the men who sending my comments, commenting, women, 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 women. Bro, we're not talking about women in this video. We're talking about you, all right? So stick with me, bro. Stay with me. You need a path. You need a destination because if you don't, you will try to find it in a woman. And that woman will pick up on that. She will know that you do not have a destination. She will know that you are incapable of leading her to a better future. And she will leave you for a better man. She will leave you for, she's probably not even a better man. She'll leave you for just another man who's more charismatic, who's more masculine. She's gonna leave you for a man who just has more money. He may not even be better, bro. He'll have more money. She'll leave you for a man who don't even have more money. He just got everything else. But guess what? He's a man on a mission. He's a man that looks like he can lead her to a better future. Bro, I need y'all to pay very close attention in this video because I don't want to have to bully people, bro. I don't want to have to bully people. But I've had a lot of conversations with men who can sit and spend the entirety of their day complaining about women. That's all they do. Oh, women this, women that, women this, women that. And then I ask, oh yeah, how much you got in your bank account in savings? What's your investment portfolio looking like? You own any stocks, any real estate, any assets, any metals? Like, do you have anything, bro? Do you have a car? Do you have a crib? Do you have, like, what are you doing? And more importantly, are you on a mission? What's your faith? What do you believe in, brother? Are you following those rules? Now, I'm not here to speak too much on that. All I know is, if this makes you unsubscribe, that's cool. Then you wasn't a subscriber before me. All I know is there's only one true God. I am a big Christian, and I ain't afraid to admit it on camera. I'm not afraid to put it on social media. If you feel some way about that and you want to unsubscribe, be my guest. I'm never scared. I'm never scared to rep my God. Anyway, are you following that, bro? What higher power, what entity are you waking up and worshiping every day that keeps your mind straight, bro, that keeps you focused, that keeps you aligned, that gives you a clear set of rules to follow so that you can be a better man here on this earth and in the afterlife? Those are the kind of questions I'm going to ask the second you start complaining about women. And if you can't answer every single one of them, bro, you deserve everything that you're getting from her, bro. I'm sorry. Not really. I'm not sorry. I don't even know why I said that. I'm not sorry, bro. Lock in. Lock in, bro. What are you doing? Like, actually ask yourself, what am I doing in my life? I say this all the time. What is it that I want to accomplish before I am laying in my deathbed? That is the only thing that should be on your mind every single day when you open your eyelids. God gave you another day, brother. He opened your eyes again. You messed up you messed up yesterday, you messed up last week, you messed up last month, you messed up a year ago. and God woke you up one more time. He said, you know what? Here, keep going. Next day, here, keep going. Still ain't learned? Oh, here, keep going. Doing the same thing? Try again. Bro, you know how blessed you are, bro? Oh my God. All right, I'm yapping. Let's get back on track, all right? Let's get back on track. Women follow direction naturally. They follow a man naturally if he has something for her to follow. Next point. The last thing I want to talk about is how control pushes women away, whereas leadership makes her feel safe, brother. What you have to realize is that a woman doesn't want to feel controlled. What they want to feel is secure. Let that sink in. What you have to realize is that when a man is confident, he's disciplined, and he's purposeful, she is going to be able to sit back and relax in her feminine energy, brother. You have to be the one to put her there. You can't expect her to just be there simply because you got something swinging between your legs, my dog. That's not how it works. What we as men tend to forget is that a lot of women are in survival mode, bro. They wake up and work 9 to 5s just like us. They're paying bills just like us. They have things that they have to worry about that we don't necessarily understand as men. A woman's life and a man's life is completely different, my dog. They got to wake up and make sure they look good, smell good, walk a certain way, talk a certain way, whatever the case. I don't know, I'm not a woman, but you as a man have to realize that she's going through her own struggles, and she's working, and she's paying bills, and she's still trying to figure out life. And then on top of that, she gave you enough grace to sprinkle you into her life. Now, it is now your job. It is now your duty. It is now your turn to make her feel that she can relax, bro. You have to be the one to put her in that feminine state. You can't just expect her to be there. What does this mean? I'll tell you. This means you have to be the breadwinner. In my own words, this is how I see it. You have to be the breadwinner. You have to be the one to lead her. Don't control her. You have to be the one to show her that you are capable of providing a life for her in the future. These are all the things you have to show her. And once she sees this, 9 times out of 10, not 10 times out of 10, there are a lot of women out there who are just cooked, brother, and there's nothing you can do for them. That's fine. But 9 times out of 10, brother, she is going to then feel secure. She's going to feel like she can just relax. You know what? She gonna be like, you know what, man? I ain't gotta go to work. I ain't gotta do it. You know, let me cook for my man. You know, let me rub his back when he get home. Let me clean up this and that, ABC, XYZ. Now, if she doesn't do that, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of men in the comments, bro, I do all of that, and she still don't cook for me. On to the next, bro. Go to the next one, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to laugh, bro, but it's funny, bro, because I know this happens. I know there's going to be a guy in my comments saying, bro, I pay the bills. I do this. And I still got to come home and cook for myself. Brother, just go get a new girl. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro, but if that's the case, brother, then she is not the woman for you. If you are doing everything that you should do to put her in a feminine state of mind and she's still acting like as if she's in survival mode, like a lot of women say, I can't fully depend on a man because he can leave at any time. If you ever hear a woman say that, brother, run very, very far away. Run away. She's cooked. I'm not going to lie. She's donezo. She's garbanzo. I'm trying to tell you, brother, run away. Basura. She's done. I can only come up with so many words. I can only come up with so many words because a woman with that mindset, bro, would never truly submit to you in the ways that you're going to want her to. She will fight the submission. It's kind of like what I'm getting at. She will probably lean into it and try it. She might dip her toe into the water, but she's always gonna fight it and stay in that survival mode, that fight or flight mode, where she's gonna tend to show her masculine, her masculine energy, her masculine side of her. And that's gonna come in forms of being argumentative, or like I just previously stated, she's not gonna wanna cook for you. She's not gonna want to clean for you because she feels as though you two are equals. And if that's the case, brother, that's not the woman for you. I'm sorry. Modern society has already got to her. She has TikTok brain. She's literally done, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. But I will say there are a lot of women out here who are waiting. They are waiting. They are literally praying to the God They are literally praying to God, like literally just hoping that a man comes into their life with all of these qualities so that she can sit back and relax and be the passenger princess and clean the house and cook for her man and rub her man back. I'm telling you, it's a thing, bro. It's a thing. It's not as common anymore because society we're at a place where women don't need a man, which is fine, it's cool. But you have to understand that a lot of women are being constantly fed this you don't need a man, you don't need a man mentality. They're being fed that from a very young age from their own mother. A lot of women are being raised by single mothers, telling them you don't need a man, you can do it on your own. Look at me, right? Now, what do you think that does to a woman over the years? And then she comes up and she's trying to now, she's trying to now integrate herself into a man's life. She's trying to coexist with a man, although that mentality has been programmed in her from her own mother, from social media, from TikTok, from the feminism movement. Bro, you have to understand that it's going to be a struggle. Everything that's happening right now in this world is working against you. What I'm simply saying, though, is that you still have to be this kind of man. You still have to be a man, a masculine leader. You have to have that quality, whether you have a woman in your life or not. Because remember what I said earlier, bro. Remember what I said earlier. I know who I am. I know where I want to go. And if she wants to walk this path with me, she is welcome to. She doesn't have to. She doesn't need to. And you shouldn't want her to. I'm cooked, bro. You shouldn't want her to feel like she's forced to walk that path with you, is what I'm trying to say. I finally got it out. But if she wants to, she can. If she doesn't want to, she doesn't have to. Boom. So I'm going to leave you off with this, brother. You don't have to dominate her. You don't have to control her. And you definitely do not have to police her. You just have to be a man worth following. Focus on becoming disciplined, clear-minded, emotionally stable, bro. Build these qualities because you need them, bro. With or without a woman, you need these qualities in order to be a successful man in life, or else you will literally drift in the wind. You will literally fail, bro. You will be mediocre. And if that's the life you want, okay, cool. But to all the men but to all the men that's watching this video that actually want to be something in life, my dog, you need to have these qualities. Because at the end of the day, bro, when you are a leader of yourself, when you lead yourself, a woman will only do one of two things. She will either naturally follow your lead, or she is going to sabotage and force herself out of the picture. Regardless of the fact, you still win in the end. But that's all I got for today's video. I know it's a little rough, but I gotta be honest with the dogs, bro. When we talking man to man, bro, about us as men, I can't be light. I can't take it easy on y'all, bro. And y'all lucky I'm keeping this channel PG. I might have to change that. The more I make these videos, boy, you should see my script. You should see my script, bro. The script I made for this video, bro, I literally just wanted to wham, wham, wham. I'm sorry. But that's all I got for today's video. If any of this hit home, please make sure to hit the like button right along with it. Subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell, my dog. Why not? And leave a comment down below if you got any questions, comments, or concerns. Or even if you want a rebuttal. If you want to tell me how you do all of these things and your woman still don't cook and clean for you and rub your back, my dog, you say that down below in the comments. And we gonna talk about it. I promise you we are. But my name is Timothy. This is the Timothy Speaks YouTube channel. And I can't wait to catch you in the next one. Peace.